goes. Alright. So far, so good? Let me...
Notification.
Let me alt-tab over to the game. Oh, why... Bailey... Why is it not keeping your face up when I alt-tab off of you? Why... How do I get it to not make you turn into darkness? Is it... Maybe I need to disable stream mode. Let me disable that. Nope.
I do have a face.
You occasionally have a face.
Am I on your main monitor, or am I on your side monitor?
You're on the main one. Should I flip it? Is that the issue?
Throw it on the side monitor, yeah.
Let me... lower
Also,
you.
I am slightly off screen.
Yeah, you were centered, but then when I
am centered.
No, I meant you were centered a second ago, but then when I, disabled streaming mode, it made you off-center. For some reason.
Okay.
Alright, so there's you. I'm gonna... how do I want to...
Excuse me.
How do I... Let's see. I need... this one.
But if my microphone would hear me...
Yeah, I mean, do you have the... I mean, it's not necessarily bad for it to not pick up, like, all the mouth noises of you eating at this point, but can you... Like, is there a noise reduction in OBS, or not in OBS, in Discord that you can turn off?
Totally in OBS.
Yeah. The thing that I have open, can you?
Where the fuck is it?
I
know there's a button for it.
Alright, girls.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this down to about there. Maybe then it'll hear me the entire time. I just changed my input sensitivity.
I mean, mumble to yourself again?
Mumble.
I could hear it that time, so that works. How do we sound in stream, do you know?
I don't know, hold on.
Sorry, just getting songs stuck in your head.
We sound great.
Oh, cool. Assuming that that's not sarcastic.
No, we do sound great.
Cool. You like this bundle of joy who decided to steal my arm?
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah. Alright, so... as a little, before we get into it, so one, allergies are annoying for both of us right now, but I'm very sniffly because of it. Well, Bailey's slightly sniffly, it sounds like, as well. Sniffly.
I just sniffed.
Yes. Two, I have a decent idea of how this game works because I've watched Gab Smolders play the demo 7,000 years ago when the demo first came out. But Bailey sounds like she's still fairly new to the concept and just knew that it existed.
Well, I watched the ad for it that you sent me. That's about it.
Gotcha. So what I'm hearing is I shouldn't have sent the ad.
Nah, the ad's fine.
Alright, so this is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences, as one might expect. If you want content warnings, you should go to their website, because whenever we get back to Scarlet Hollow, there's going to be a lot of those. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as parallax effect that, on a rare occasion, has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences, because they want you to continue playing and not die.
So, you might want to turn that off.
Oh. I mean, We'll see how obnoxious it is, and then we'll turn it off.
Okay.
Because
I do get motion sick.
But isn't that mostly more from like a I'm moving the camera way too fucking fast for your eyeballs to comprehend type of situation?
I guess, but who knows?
Because I don't think that there's any of that in this, but we will see, and I will, I guess, turn it off if need be.
Okay.
Pretty kitten, this is my mac and cheese. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story.
I'm pulling my feet up. Also, is this a chapter game like Scarlet Hollow, or is it a single?
As far as I'm aware, it is by itself. There is no chapters. It should be in its entirety.
Sweet.
Hey, look, there she is.
Yeah.
Let's see. So let's look at the preferences.
Boil effect? Never heard it called that before.
Well, I mean, what do you think that is?
I don't know. It's a visual effect, I'm sure. So, I've just never heard of that visual effect before.
I have no idea. I think the game sounds good, question mark, now that there's actually, like, audio.
I think we could turn down, like, just a hair on everything, just so in case it gets loud, it won't go over us.
That's true.
So.
That doesn't sound like it did a whole lot. Okay, it is doing something. Okay, I'll just go to that.
Okay. Oh, music changed.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, we should be good for there.
Okay. Alright, let us start the game. Also, if you haven't bought Scarlet Hollow yet, there's a combo deal right now. You can get like 22 or some shit % off if you get both.
Both do it, it's worth it.
Alright. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I was curious if you'd have some... Oh, look, it moves with my mouse. How fun.
I like that.
But I was gonna say, I wasn't sure if you'd have some big, ooh, it's got narration.
It has narration, which is awesome.
You're here.
I do like this parallax effect. It's really nice.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Also,
they add that to Chapter 4 of Scarlet Hollow.
Something, must murder your cousin.
No, I'm saying the parallax effect.
Oh, you mean that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
But also something to take note of since I'm hearing Mr. Narrator, who is a one Mr. Jonathan Sims, because when I watched Gab play this demo, that's when I learned of the podcast called The Magnus Archives.
Wait, really?
Because he is the main character.
So the narrator is from Magnus Archives?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why I started listening to the Magnus.
I still haven't gotten into Magnus Archives because it's a massive undertaking, but
just take it one archive at a time.
Bro, I barely have time to do homework at the moment.
No, that's why you put it on when you're in the car. Because you got.
I'm in the car for maybe 15 minutes a piece.
That's fine. Then you just get 15-minute chunks.
God, that would take me like 5 years to listen to, though.
Yeah, but it's gonna take you ad infinitum at this point if you don't start it.
It's fine. Let's just continue.
Sounds good. Oh. So,
over there.
the end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to be the end of the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget this. I'm not doing it. Have you considered that
my God,
maybe
there's so many
I'm
choices.
okay with the end of the world? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Vive la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin. Or turn around and leave.
Oh my God, there's so much in here.
Yes.
Oh God, there's like 20 fucking choices already. I like the have you.
There's 11.
The Explorer section.
Yes.
No,
There's 11. But yeah. What?
Okay.
Which one?
I like the Explorer option of have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Are you
beg to
sure?
differ.
Maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people. But surely you're not one of those.
I guess I'm a nihilist then.
Are you sure you're not a very, very evil people?
I'm gonna open my tablet and try and take notes.
For what?
I don't know. I just need a scribble pad, okay?
She's like, I don't know, but I'm in class and I need to take notes. I don't... The teacher is
I need
speaking.
to scribble.
The end of the world? What are you talking about? And then all of the other options again. What else do we want? Do we want to explore anymore? What are we thinking?
We could explore a little bit more. You pick one this time.
Let's see. I'm gonna, I don't know, I guess going off of his thing, I'm gonna pretend that I'm a very, very evil people at this point, and I'm gonna ask for a reward.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Well, what is it?
Where's my screen rotate?
Alright, it's your turn.
There it is.
Your face is so bright now because of that.
I know. I'm trying to fix that. There we go. That means I need to turn my pen into white. There we go. The end of the world. What are you talking about? It's the
I'm
first one.
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Alright.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
I'm gonna do, but how can a princess locked away in the basement end the world?
Okay.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Which one did you want?
Do you have any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Well, have you ever considered that maybe the only reason why she's gonna end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Really?
I don't know. I feel like I could just stay here in this screen for the next 3 years and nothing would happen.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
Okay.
Before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
So what I'm hearing is this is in space with Markiplier, and even though there's many, many, many branching paths, we will either explode the universe, go back in time, or maybe have a nice ending. Where we
sounds like it.
Where we crash land on a planet and make some more people, and then all of a sudden Mark smothers us to death with a pillow.
Smothers with a pillow.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I don't know. What about the metaphorical hen? Is he out getting milk?
Maybe.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. Which one do we want?
Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why am I the only one who can do this?
I want to... Hey, look, it looks the same.
It looks exactly the same. It's easy.
I want the voices up higher, so I can hear it a bit better.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Okay, Mr. Narrator, whose gun is holding this to the back of your head?
Other writers.
Abby, how dare you force him to say this? Let's see. I mean, do we want to just kind of go through the last three? The last three explorers, basically, at this point?
Sure.
So killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, that's one way to do that.
Burn!
I mean, how do we know that that princess wasn't about to marry a duke of some other place and then that would have brought great prosperity to our land? How do we know?
I don't know, bro.
All I know is that we got some...
Currently just doodling Rapunzel.
All I know is that we got some hot takes here. Why are you trying to... Bailey, that's kind of the opposite of what we're doing right now. There's actually a princess in the bottom of a tower, not at the top of one.
I know. And technically it's a cabin, not a tower, but...
It sure
I'm
is.
doodling,
Hey, I mean,
so
it's just a really,
fine.
really short tower. It's okay. Do we want to forget it or just go to the other one? Do we want this one?
No.
No, we don't want that one. We can save that. We can save that for the just turn around and leave one.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what my prize is?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. But whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
What do you want it to be, Bailey? What do you want our reward to be for murdering this woman?
You know what my impulse thought said? A new car!
A new car! My brain immediately went to like something that Jack would be like, and be like, oh boy, is it a new like Lego set? What if our reward is just the world doesn't end?
That would be disappointing.
Alright, so look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. and then the same as before. What are we thinking? What type of stance do we want to take with this? Do we want to be like, I want to talk to her? Give me the knife? Thanks for telling me what to do? What do we think?
Oh, there's not the monarch option anymore?
No.
Damn, then let's go with the maybe, because I really wanted that monarch option.
With which one? The maybe? Maybe I'll slay her?
Yeah.
Alright, maybe.
But I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Okay.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
I don't know if you'd be doomed, Mr. Narrator, because you're not really a person. Or is it more he's sad because then he won't have any humans to narrate anymore?
So
The classic dilemma. Also, I drew a frog.
See how that turns out for all of us.
It's a frog.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Hey, look.
You'll find the princess.
The cabin.
The cabin.
This has been my, not necessarily this specifically, but something very similar to this has been my desktop background for a minute at this point.
Ooh.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
We're the voice of the hero now, by the way.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Or should I say, we are the voice of the hero, since apparently it's ignore him. Oh. Proceed to the cabin.
No, I think it's another, like, on our shoulder kind of dude.
Potentially.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is
There's a
stale
dagger.
and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Wow. And it's just weirdly hanging off the edge of the table.
The blade.
If I trip, I could die.
Well, depending on how well this goes, I may want to take that route, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see. Alright, do we want to take the blade or just go in without a weapon?
Let's take the blade.
Okay.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Presumably. You like how I have a little...
That our hand is a sword. Yeah.
Come at me!
Dagger.
Alright, let's go down the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Option.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh, shit.
Our faces are kind of in the way, but hopefully it doesn't matter. I mean, I could move you there and then maybe move me all the way over here. Maybe that would work.
She sounds
I'm a little behind on
dangerous.
street, so I don't know where you're
It's almost
putting
as
our
if she's
faces.
the one
But
in charge down here.
She's the foreman. She's in charge here.
I'm gonna draw another frog.
Bailey's very distracted.
No, it's helping me think. Okay.
Sure.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi! Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you, or just continue down the stairs.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Yeah, you want to go just honest? You don't want to just be like,
Yeah.
hi! I mean, I guess we're holding a dagger, so...
We are.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
What do you think about the music to voice ratio at this point? The music still seems a little noisy to me, but what do you think?
Let me check over here. It seems okay for, honestly.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Step. Bailey, that's the problem with you looking down at your frog, though. You can't see that I just stabbed her.
You're stabbing her bindings. How is that helpful?
It's helpful for her to kill me faster.
Oh, okay.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I mean, one thing that I always think is interesting, like just thinking of this whole situation, she's been down here, and has anyone been like down here to feed her? Or like, has she just been here this whole time, just somehow alive still? Who has been feeding her? Where is her shit bucket? She has no shit bucket.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way. Why would you think that? It's almost like I just told you, though. Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Or steal your nerves.
You know, the top option feels exactly like us.
What? No way. Why would you think that? It's almost... It comes down the stairs. I'm here to kill you. What? No. What? What? I'm thinking either it wasn't a joke or we haven't decided yet. Since that was what we had said outside the cabin.
I know, but that top option just fits us so well.
But we can do that one later, though.
Okay, then let's go with the haven't decided yet.
Haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
It's not nice
Look
that
how
Discord's
reasonable
audio
she's
decided
being.
to
You
crap
should just
out for
drop
me.
the blade and talk things out.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, Discord's audio is being a little funky, so it got extra creep vibe on my side.
Oh. That's kind of funny, though.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
What do you think? Murder the princess or drop the knife?
Tighten the grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Well, she admits it.
Well,
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
You're right, but you don't need to tell me that.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
But then if I drop it, you might somehow grab it and then stab me. In the pancreas.
Pancreas.
Unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's unarmed? She's got 2 arms right there. I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping this blade. Drop the blade or slay the princess.
I'm sorry, can we just talk?
I'm sorry, maybe we got on the wrong foot here. What?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good
Why do I
idea.
feel like we just got like
Maybe we
dropped
can
into like the
de-escalate
middle of a
things.
plot line with no like basis of knowledge to work off of?
I mean, we kind of were, so... maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
But I don't wanna.
I don't want to drop the knife.
I'm not gonna do it.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well
Oh,
then,
bitch.
then you can talk to this knife. Fine, then I guess we're at an impasse. Or squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
Squint.
Squint.
Stare at the princess.
Squinting.
She squints back.
Now we're doing a squint off.
The two of
We're
you
doing
are gonna do
this
this
stare.
forever, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to talk? Or squint even harder at the princess?
Squint even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Oh, we're doing a staring contest. Drop the blade or slay the princess.
Why are those our only two options? I want to keep squinting at her.
Well, we can pretend that we can't ever continue and just squint at her on into infinitum. But we either drop the blade and presumably talk to her, or we decide to just stab her with it.
I feel like stabbing her is not going to be easy.
Well, I mean, which option do we want to go for, though? Do we want to try, or do we...
Let us try.
We're gonna try and murder her?
Let's try.
Because she
and
doesn't
murder
want to
her.
talk while we have a knife in our hands? You're very squeaky over there.
That was my nose.
Oh, it sounded like an expo marker on a on a board.
No,
Alright,
that was for sure my nose.
alright, well, let's see how slaying the princess works out for us.
Doubt, unfortunately.
Our arm looks
Your
strange.
thoughts as you attempt to run
Why?
her through.
Why are we scaled?
We have weird fingernails and
Are we?
feathers.
Are we a lizard man?
I think we're a bird person. We got feathers. Oh, you
No, but
can't.
we have scales and claws. Oh, maybe we are a bird person.
Yeah, bird feathers.
God, look at her eyes. though.
Stab, stab, stab. Titties, stab.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Well,
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
ow.
Holy shit, that hurt! So she's unarmed. The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. She's standing above me now.
Your
Whoa.
blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Well, we got a slice on her at least, with a really
We
big,
sure did.
a really big slice actually on her.
Yeah, that's there's a cut taken out of her.
Yeah.
We can still turn this around.
I would not say give up. I'm assuming we're gonna try and finish this.
Yeah. Try and finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me?
Excuse me.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Well, you know, with this hand of mine.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself,
Do
internal
you usually
bleeding
feel your
certainly
organs
finish the
bouncing
job.
around in you, Jennifer?
No, but if they were ruptured, I'm not so sure if I would realize that they were bouncing.
The two
Oh.
of you clash for
Yeah.
the time.
Shit.
You feel
Yeah,
your ribs
yeah,
break as
yeah.
she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain. falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
I'm not so sure that's her heart, it's more her sternum, but sure.
Well, your heart is just like maybe a few millimeters to the left of your sternum. So.
Well, they always make it seem like it's
that
much
is
more...
a little too high. That is definitely too high.
They make it seem more like it's right behind the titty.
No, it's like just slightly to the left. Like, look at your left titty and then go to where it like meets up with your sternum, and it's like at the lower part, close to the middle, but not in. You're still touching your titty.
Dab. Oh, she says after being stabbed.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Well,
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
well,
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
no.
No.
Too short for this game.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Dun, dun,
Oh, we
dun. Chapter 2, The Adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
So it
cabin
does an actual loop.
is a
Okay.
princess.
Yes. Which is why I said we can do that one later.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died! What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again! But I already slew the princess! Sure, she killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I like that last one.
You want this one?
Yeah.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Maybe from your point of view, Mr.
Bullshit.
Narrator,
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
says the voice of the
Oh, so
hero.
the hero knows.
Yes.
So the hero remembers.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter
Bailey?
if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Voice of the stubborn.
We have a new person.
You see, we have many a personality within us right now.
Apparently.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Yeah.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Was that a
Let's
sound
say
in
for a
game,
moment
or was that a
this
sound
really
on your
is the
end?
second time you've met me. Or
Depends
just
what was the
close
sound.
to me.
I have no idea how to describe it other than you, like, smacking a newspaper on a table.
I mean, the cat started to climb up onto my table, and I clicked the space bar, so it might have been.
I don't know.
Hello, kitten. What are you doing? Are you going to put yourself between me and my mashed potatoes? Sit, child.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well, what a bitch.
We did our best with the information we were given. And we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Bitch.
He's such a dick.
Yeah.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, you don't remember them, so how do you know there's any consequences?
Right?
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I mean, except for the consequence of having to do it again.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Bum, bum, bum!
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I just looked over at me in OBS and realized that the cat completely blends into my shirt. So it looks like I'm just petting myself.
I mean, look at my creepy smiley face I've been doodling.
LOL. Excuse me, pretty kitty, can you sit down?
Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Sure.
Let's talk about this princess. Proceed to the cabin or turn around and leave. What kind of person do we want to be this time?
Let's talk about this princess.
Alright.
Be quick about it.
So we killed each other last time around. How can I make sure it doesn't happen again? Ew, the cat just sneezed all over me.
I think I heard that.
All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
You know?
Who locked her in the basement, and what is this place? What are we thinking?
Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands when I had a dagger?
You know, she's just a princess. Well, I mean, I'm also just a bird person, so...
Apparently I'm a bird
Just a
person.
princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. I think you can see you can't see him, he's too dark. You can see that he exists, but not really.
I don't know where my kitty is.
I have no idea.
Just sad because I miss her. Kitten! Is there a kitten somewhere around here? I don't see one.
We killed each other last time around. How do I make sure she doesn't do that again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
So who locked her in the basement? What is this place? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
You know?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Very simple, yet we're back in the building again.
I mean, technically, from his point of view, it's very simple, I just walk over there, I stab the princess, I leave. Congratulations, job done.
My hip.
That's like Saitama, he just wants you to tell him, what the job is, and then leave it to like 20 words or less, and then we're good.
Sometimes I agree with Saitama. But not today.
But not today!
What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
Well, so who exactly locked her in this
Who
place?
locked her in here?
People locked her in that basement.
Okay.
I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Very descriptive, I will say. Very, very descriptive. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is it all falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're
Is it
the
because I'm
only
a bird?
person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I mean, technically, how do we know that people aren't all bird people? Except for the princess.
You know, you're not wrong.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Of course, the voice of the hero is going to enjoy that.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, Bailey, do we want to go to the cabin and try again, or do we want to just leave?
Let's try again.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We'll see, Mr. Narrator, if that's even your real name.
Lying and cheat doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
I mean, she could cheat in the middle of a fight. She could throw basement sand in my eyes.
Sand!
Bucket sand, yep.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Any clear?
I don't know, Mr. Narrator Man.
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Alright.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
This is different looking.
Its cold stone walls press in on you,
And I'm
as if
cold.
trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is
I
a
just
black
drew that
iron
dagger.
altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
We walked into what seems like a cold tower, and Bailey's like, I'm cold!
Yeah, like instant cold for some reason.
So we have a much smaller table this time, a much more concerning looking door, and a weird mirror.
And a mirror. Yeah, it's a mirror.
Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, or take the blade.
Let's ask about the fucking mirror.
You didn't really comment on this weird mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
Oh.
There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Oh, there's nothing else here, you say?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted
There
so
is.
much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care about whether I'm being lied to. I care. I want to see myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right, it doesn't matter. I want to see. I want to see how
that's
handsome.
a handsome one. Yeah.
I care less
Yeah.
about that and more about whether we're being lied to.
Yeah.
If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
What if we were never in a path in the woods? What if we were on I don't know, a highway?
I'm not lying to you.
Maybe we are on a
Close
highway
your
and this
eyes,
is
there
purgatory.
is a mirror.
We're on the highway to hell!
Something so meaningless. What good would it even do?
I don't know, that's something for you to know and us to wonder about. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Approach the mirror.
You wanna do that one first?
Let's do the explorer
You
first.
walk up to the wall next
Asking
to
the question and
basement
then
door.
approach the mirror.
It's a wall.
Oh.
There isn't much to see
You
here.
you said yes, so.
My Discord's freaking out.
Oh.
My Discord is freaking out, so.
Oh. Well, I love that for us. Well,
Yeah.
you walk up to the wall next to the basement door, and it's a wall. There's not a whole lot going on. I guess this mirror's not very reflective.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean. Okay.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Well, I'm trying to look and see how ridiculous I look right now in the mirror.
But it was
Yeah.
there a second ago.
Mm.
Oh shit, the mirror is actually fully gone.
So the question is, seeing as we have a couple of different voices in our noggin at this point, are we just going crazy?
And now it's gone. So all of us
I think
can
we are.
stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Oh, Stubborn got rid of it.
Maybe.
What if we're the princess?
That would be a plot twist. See, like I said at the beginning then, maybe we should have just tripped and fell on the knife and it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah.
This whole cabin's different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly
We're still
haven't
a
been
weird
killed
bird
by the
person, though.
princess.
We are. I mean, as you can tell by my little pointer. Arr. Just my weird little nail.
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Focus up. I've never heard that.
Huh.
Do we want to take the
Take
blade?
the blade.
Yeah? You don't want to go
I
without...
still want to keep taking the blade. Yeah.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save
And the
the
fact that
world
he's
without
calling it an
weapon.
altar now and not a table.
Yeah. Altar for what exactly? She has sacrifice.
I don't know.
Alright, down in the basement we go.
There's stone doors.
Yes.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below
I would
is
immediately
heavy and
go back up the
oppressive.
stairs because no, I don't do
Almost
claustrophobia.
sulphuric. If the princess
I love how if it was
was
just a
there,
normal
you'd be doing
staircase
very well.
down, you were like, yeah, this is fine. But now that it's made of rock, you're like, nope.
Well, he said it gets thinner as you go down.
Just a bit, yeah. That's true.
See, it says
it does-
It's
it does.
walls pressing at your side and tightening as you descend. I'm not okay with that.
What about the sulfuric odor?
That would also make me go upstairs, but the stairs would have made me turn around before I even smelt it.
I mean, what if the sulfuric odor is really just from the princess? Because she's been living down here. And she's smelly.
You don't put off a sulfur smell when you're stinky.
What about her chamber pot?
That would be methane, that's not sulfur.
You're right. I don't think she's a cow.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that
That joke didn't even make sense.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
What do you mean that doesn't make sense?
Because cows also produce methane.
Yeah, but I said I don't think she's a cow.
All mammals produce methane farts.
Do we know that the princess farts? And produces methane?
Assuming she is a mammal and a human, she produces methane.
I'm not so convinced that she's a human.
Are you at least convinced she's a mammal?
I don't know. What if she lays eggs?
True, we are a bird person.
Exactly.
Who
came first, the chicken or the princess? Who knows?
At this point, I'm guessing the princess did.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
It's almost like she's been murdered once, and she had fun.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Stubborn
I
seems a little
appreciate the
too
enthusiasm.
horny.
Just make your bloodlust gets to your head.
He's horny for
You need to
murder,
stay
is what he
focused and
is.
Keep your wits about you.
Which,
Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I would say, which makes me curious as to why stubborn is the word that they used, since, I mean, maybe I'm confused as to...
Well,
It just doesn't seem like
he's
he quite
also kind
embodies
of
that.
like he's kind of like forcing a plot line.
Yeah.
So
He's stubborn to the plot.
Stubborn mule. Yeah.
Stubborn to the plot. Doesn't want to change.
You know, like the idea of a stubborn mule. He's basically that.
Gotcha.
I only know that
As you
expression
descend
because we're
the
from the Midwest.
The form of the princess comes into
Oh,
view.
she has horns and a tail
Large
now,
shackle
and
leading
Yes.
from her wrist to the basement
and
wall.
hoofed feet. She's no longer a mammal. Yay!
She's no longer a human. And we can confirm that she's not a bird.
She's a demon, though.
She is something.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Which makes you wonder why she hasn't done it already.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
See,
Yeah, we're in hell.
so if we kill her, then she's just going to be brought back, so it's not going to do anything for us.
Yeah, we're definitely in a purgatory or something.
Something.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm
Narrator
going to
have anything to
fun
say about
breaking
this?
you into little pieces.
Narrator?
Yeah. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but it definitely happened. You look different. So you do remember me! I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but, like, I think the two of us have, like, a couple of things to unpack first, like how we're both alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Murder her! I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Goodbye! Turn around without saying anything and just leave.
Go back up to the top. Mr. Narrator, do you have any comments on that?
You know?
Fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
And how is that
Are you
our
okay?
fault?
Right?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
And you know that how? Because maybe you might.
I don't know why, but when he said the fate of my world, for some reason I thought of like him being like some superior being to us looking down, and he's mad that he wasn't able to narrate it properly because he doesn't remember the story happening.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
You look different. Or do you want to do so you remember me?
You look different. I'm trying to be as quiet as I can.
Exactly the same.
I'll just wait a second for you to open it, then it doesn't matter. Though you do make me want to eat something that's more tasty than just mashed potatoes.
Oh, fuck. Okay, there we go.
Well, we look the same. So you do
So
remember
you
me.
do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
I think Stubborn would like it to be 7.
Yeah.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Alright, we're gonna free her to fight however we would like to talk about
Let's
first.
unpack first.
Let's-
Yeah.
I just got back from vacation. I would like to unpack first.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
What if, in whatever
Where's
this,
my underwear?
what if in this weird universe that we're in, the more we die, the more we turn into something else? So I looked like a human at one point, but now I'm this weird bird creature. Because I've died many times before. And that's why they sent me to this, because they figured.
Oh. My cookie is really crunchy.
Yeah. I heard your first initial crunch.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
I mean, if I was
And who gave us
Markiplier,
this?
then I would. But I'm not a masochist.
Who gifted us this?
I don't want to be gifted this.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'd like to free you. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Attack the princess. Not slay the princess, just attack the princess. And I'm not fighting a demon lady. Goodbye! Or goodbye.
I haven't decided what I'm doing yet.
You know...
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
Or maybe I know that both of us can kill each other and I don't just necessarily want to die again, you know.
Well, we're not. We didn't
talk,
change. She
I guess
did,
I
so
can
maybe
talk.
she could kill us faster.
But you should come
True.
a little closer first.
You know, you do look a bit stronger than you did last time, what with your 3 horns and all.
Ah, there are 3. She kept turning her head, so it only looked like 2.
Yeah, I was thinking it was 2 for a bit and I just noticed it. Free attack, step closer to kill ourselves. Leave or leave.
I'm not fighting a giant demon lady.
I don't want to fight this demon lady. We're just gonna fucking leave.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
But I am. Oh,
Towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap.
uh-oh.
She's loose.
Oh God, her
You have to make a
face.
decision, and you have to make it fast.
I'm gonna sprint up the stairs. Okay, team, what are we thinking? Turn around and fight her, dodge to the side, even though she's not attacking, and counterattack, run like hell, or die.
Die.
We shall accept our fate and die. Look at these toes.
Was there? Oh, they're not cloven. They're actually toes.
Well, it's like a weird hoof for these two, but then they got like weird little hoof toes on the edge.
That's weird.
It's like the
I'm not sure what
metamorphosis
kind
of a foot to a hoof.
Well, your option is the run like hell.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that I don't immediately die still, I think that would be the best option to not immediately die. But the question is, do we want to immediately die?
No. Go with your option.
We want to just run?
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, ah, shit, dog.
You do your best to
Fuck this, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yep.
You coward.
You voice in my head.
You practically feel her steamy breath on the back of
Ugh.
your neck, but you manage just barely to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors behind.
I mean, the good thing is that it's a heavy door this time, so she can't break it easily, like if it was wood.
Yeah, but she just snapped iron, so...
True, but how do we know that those weren't like really old, decrepit chains? Or for all I know, she's gonna, smash this door to smithereens and myself along with it.
I think she might.
Safe, if only for a moment.
Why is there wood on the floor? Was that there before?
No.
Why is there... I'm gonna bar up this stone door, assuming that even fits.
Do you think this door is enough to hold me? You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break. I'm getting the fight I want.
What am I wanting?
Entire cabin shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement.
It's actually a pull.
Yeah, that would stop her for a while.
We're fine, right? Of
No.
course we are. Any second now, she's gonna break through that entryway, and we're finally going to get to do what we came here to do.
Hi, kitten. Ah!
Breaks the cabin,
Oh, shit.
I didn't have the option.
splitting its way up the stone doors.
I wanted to use this random wood on the floor, but I guess not.
explode outwards. Shards of stone.
Oh god, she's much taller than I expected.
Yeah.
Emerges from the
She's a tall lady.
Stop running.
No.
But Lady Dimitrescu, I'm scared.
We're doomed.
Well,
I love the voice of the hero.
Princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you.
Why we get no choices?
no, not nope.
No choice.
Oh.
Best to defend yourself from her onslaught. You're sorely out. For every wound you inflict on her, she inflicts 2 on you until, finally, you're no longer able to so much as stand.
Well,
Is giving out.
her teeth are very sharp. I can tell her that much at this point. And
Oh, her horns are her crown.
I mean, that's kind of what it looked like before. I just said it in my
From a
brain.
distance, it was just like three
I was gonna say,
stalactites on her head.
I was gonna say it looked like a tiara, but I didn't think it was actually, so I decided not to say anything. But also, we did not give her a nice cut this time.
No.
No.
Giving out? No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started.
Stubborn, I'm
You
dead.
want to take over, Stubborn?
Stubborn, I'm dead. What do you want from me?
Don't be
Stubborn, it's your turn.
over.
Don't be delusional. Does that mean we're gonna have a voice of delusion next time?
Oh, God.
Is that it? You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on, get up. Keep fighting me.
I'm sorry, big
No.
lady.
No, this isn't right. Listen to me. Listen to her. We can do this.
Sure, Stubborn, you can take over.
You know. Stubborn, if
Oh,
you want to
shit,
take
my
over, you can, but ow.
Why won't you get up?
She's like a child murdering her dead fish. You know?
Why are you sleeping?
Exactly. You knew exactly where I was going with that.
Splinters from your shattered ribs stabbing into your heart and lungs.
Oh, God.
Vision starts to swim. Finally, her face, twisted into an expression of disappointment and fury, fades.
She's the type of mom that's like, I am angry and disappointed. Pretty kitten.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well,
We died. She
Yes.
didn't die this time, so maybe she won't change.
maybe. I mean, unless she just died of old age. Who knows? Because, well, I guess we did kill her last time. I don't know.
We did.
I am going to go and grab a liquid real fast since we're dead. So I'll be right back.
Okay. We died. What an unfortunate turn of events. I have very crunchy cookies, but I also have salsa. I'm gonna eat my salsa. If my hair could stay out of my own mouth. So far, the horror elements in this are a little lackluster. But then again, we just started, so I have no clue how long this is supposed to last.
Howdy, howdy, Sir Crunch-a-Lot.
Thank you.
You make me want something crunchy. But then
chips.
But I don't know if I want to be noisy on stream like that, but I guess technically if you're already being noisy on stream like that, then it doesn't really matter if I am.
Do you have any clue how long this game's supposed to be?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Ugh. Alright, so we died. Chapter 3. The Eye of the Needle.
You're on a path in the wood.
Are you sure I'm in the woods?
Afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
We are definitely not in the woods.
Hey.
Keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Voice
Okay.
of the hunted.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
I must say that there is currently not more space.
No.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what?
I don't trust you.
I don't believe you.
What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here. And if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
That we weren't supposed to have seen? What do you mean?
Okay, so I looked up the length of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It averages about 4 hours.
For the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin. See this through.
But also I was just gonna say, but then I realized I clicked space. So if it's normally 4 hours, so about, 8 hours for us then?
Probably.
So in 4 hours, once we've completed 2 hours of the game, we'll probably stop at that point. Call it good for today.
Yeah, and then we'll do the rest on Halloween.
Oh sure, that would work.
Yeah.
As a candy receiving session.
Yeah.
Or a post-candy receiving, but I'm assuming pre, since we have to wait for it to be dark out.
Yeah. So I can be extra creepy to all the kids running around.
I mean, that is the typical custom for... You're not allowed to get free candy until the sun is gone.
Yep. What's fun is that in my class currently...
Sorry, what?
In my class currently, for the next 3 weeks, we're doing ghost stories. So...
Nice. And is that just a fun, we're October right now type of situation, or is it a normally?
I don't know if it's intentional or not.
Oh, okay. Yes, one of us totally has reason. Definitely.
None of us have reason.
Not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Okay, The Hunted. Sounds good.
So all the voices are in our head. The narrator is kind of an outside party reading our brain.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still going with the narrator is an other being above us, you know. He is a narrator. He's spectating. whatever his type of being would
narrators
be.
are rarely omniscient.
Nope, he just gets to see what he sees and maybe hear what we're thinking, depending on what person it's being told as.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
So, says you. Not all of us. I mean, and I don't think that the hunted is looking for violence. I think he's looking to not die.
Yeah, I think the hunted is just trying not to die.
Yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin.
Why?
It's like I
I'm
said,
chilly.
all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space.
I want to turn on my space heaters that right next to me, but it could be noisy.
Not for me.
Put a blanket on.
That requires me getting up and hoping I don't break Discord.
Well, get up like a normal human and don't take your computer with you.
Well, I did it the first 2 times.
Well,
So I'm gonna go put on my Snuggie.
sounds good. I'm running out of goldfish. So sad. My goodness, I have so few left. My god.
Okay.
One moment, I am fishing out the last of my goldfish.
Snuggie.
Snuggy Wuggy wasn't
I'm a
sushi.
sushi roll.
Yes. That is the last of my goldfish and does not involve all of the goldfish crumbs. Okay.
Sorry if I just smacked my microphone.
I heard. We haven't talked. There we
Oh
go.
god, there's a few.
We haven't talked about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. Yeah, I wouldn't really call these woods. It's
No,
like
I
her
wouldn't
influence is poured out into the world. And she apparently really likes stone. And
Yeah.
thin, traversing areas. What if I don't agree with that plan? What if I'd rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. And then just, I'm done with this, goodbye! Or just go to the cabin.
This doesn't look like the woods.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call this the woods. I would say this is a weird rocky cliff something or other. I don't even know. What would you call this?
Fuck. I don't remember what it's called, but it's an actual. There's a name for it.
Is there?
Canyon.
Ah, canyon.
It's like
yes.
a narrow canyon.
Yes, yes.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
Okay, that didn't answer the question, narrator.
True.
This is still not the woods.
Meanwhile, my first thought was, I feel like one of our alter egos would prefer her to spread further. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
I don't know. I mean, besides the addition of more voices in our head, have we really changed? Because we still look like a bird person.
I think it's just the voices in our head that's changing.
And I mean, that's definitely a change, but it's not quite as physical as the rest of things.
They're
No.
not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
It's not a path in the woods, narrator.
So what I'm hearing is the narrator is like reading from a book, watching it happen, and then he's confused when the plots don't line up.
It's like when I write and my fucking characters decide to do something I didn't think of.
You're like, wait a second. We're supposed to be in the woods right now.
Why the fuck are we in a back alley in New York?
You know, I don't think that's where we're supposed to be.
No.
What if I don't like the plan? Or go to the cabin, leave.
Let's go to the cabin 1.
This one?
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Well, I can certainly say that the floor is starting to match her noggin.
It sure is.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
Cool, narrator. You're getting a little bit more apathetic.
You know? Narrator's like, I know that my job is to narrate, but it seems like you've heard it before, so I don't give a shit.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
You know?
You know, I agree with the hero.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
What if?
Is it just me, or is the hunted, like, whispering sometimes?
Yeah, but it's also probably because he is the embodiment of being hunted, so he doesn't feel the need to be loud.
That's fair.
I was gonna say, what if it's not the what if she's in the basement because, you know, like, or her being in the basement will cause the end of the world, or, you know, whatever our shit was at the very beginning. But I'd say, what if it's just every time we kill her, she gets stronger?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, we didn't kill her last time, so we'll see.
But she could have killed herself. She grabbed the knife from us and just stabbed herself.
True.
Or grabbed the knife in our hands and then stabbed herself. In case there's some thing where she can't kill herself.
Let's continue.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. A pristine blade perched on its edge.
I don't know how I feel about it always being called an altar.
Fucking mirror.
Well, I mean, technically, if the only way is forward, we're gonna have to go and wipe the wall again so this mirror could get out of our way.
Yeah.
Because otherwise...
Again, we're not referencing the fucking mirror.
And also, why is it an altar with a dagger always halfway off of the table?
I don't know.
It's like, why is it never perfectly on the table? Why is it always a blade half off the table?
Yeah.
Like, why is that how it is?
The blade is your implement. Need it if you're going to do this right.
What if the princess actually took control of the narrator and is really just trying to get him to force our hand every time?
Do we want this to be a 3-part series?
Yes!
Even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there.
But it's fun to give our thoughts so that way if one of them was correct, then we can be like, hey, I thought of that.
Take it.
You never mentioned the mirror. The damn mirror's back. But there's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the room and that's it. Take the blade or just go to the mirror. I like that you never mentioned the mirror.
The damn mirror's back.
You never mentioned the mirror. Or which one do you like better? Because I think this one's funny because it calls back to the narrator not remembering the past. Because he seems to be mad about that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Maybe it'll go away again.
It's interesting how the new voice always remembers our past life somehow.
Yeah.
What if the new voice is the lingering thoughts of our murdered self?
That means, so at the very, very beginning, remember when we just had the voice of the hero, that means we freed the princess before.
Potentially, yeah. And because I would say we got the voice of the stubborn because we murdered her, and his voice was, I need to keep murdering her.
Yeah.
And then voice of the hunted was because we ran away.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that's logical, so.
Huh. Which means that if our first thought was to free her and get the voice of the hero, then that means that all of this happened because we let her free.
Yeah.
So in purgatory!
For something to go away.
Purgatory.
Let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement.
That's a door? Okay, whatever you say.
No use arguing.
It's not a door. There's a mirror in front of the door.
Need to be there. The why we pick doesn't matter.
You know?
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I can just turn around.
Yeah.
Take the blade or go to the mirror.
Take the.
Do you want the blade?
Without the blade this time.
Let's just see how it works this time. I mean, seeing as we saw that a blade is not going to do anything for us, assuming that she's more powerful than last time.
Yeah.
We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey.
We were easy prey to begin with.
Yeah.
You step forward, approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine though?
The mirror's there.
No, could you imagine though if all of us voices in our head was actually just trying to do a long con on the narrator? There actually was never this mirror here.
Yeah.
This really is just like last time.
And he doesn't remember last time, so we can just keep gaslighting him.
We can.
It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
What does that mean?
Why did you sniff it?
Alright, we gonna wipe it or smash
Let's
it?
wipe the mirror. Let's wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
Okay.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the
I wonder if
wall.
our hand would have just hurt because we punched a rock door.
Why am I not
Yeah.
surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
You are correct that the one who actually murdered the princess.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
Well, it's a good thing I have...
Watch us slip and fall.
I was gonna say, it's a good thing we have 1.5-inch long nails.
Right?
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Assuming this isn't of her own design, but yes, I agree with you.
What if she's turning into a dragon?
I mean, that's kind of what I was just thinking of. It's warm and wet and feels like we're going down toward a dragon in their, cave.
Yeah, okay.
All I know is that she has made it to where it's much harder for us to try and run away this time.
She sure did.
Bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Go to her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
I mean...
We don't have a blade, so why will that matter?
Yeah... LOL.
We saw a kitty. Molly. She's been sitting like between my couch and the egg chair recently and staring under my couch for hours on it. I have no fucking clue what she's watching.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I
If
think
you want...
she knows that there's like mice in the walls, and she's just hoping one of them peeks out at some point.
If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one while I'm climbing down this cliff. I know you can get out of it there on your own. True. Are you sure you still want to fight? Or just continue?
I know you can get out of there on your own.
True that.
But that wouldn't be fun. I don't want to be a monster chasing you down. I want to face you head on. I want
Molly.
equal. It's so much better that way.
Baby girl, where'd you go?
What if this, I mean, I imagine she'll act like this regardless, but what if she's acting like this primarily because our first run was killing her? And so that dictated her personality.
Maybe. We'll never know.
She needs to see us to give chase.
Oh, guess we're going.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult
Yeah, I feel
journey
like we're going to
gripping the
Dragon.
stone, lowering
Basically.
yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
Yay, I'm so excited.
Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her.
Alright, so it sounds like
Bro,
Hunted
we are not
wants us.
going to be scrappling up there.
Hunted wants us to run.
Yeah.
You turn
Oh.
to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess,
She's turning into a dragon, I'm
imposing
telling
and
you.
tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
I mean, the good thing about her being this big is that it's going to be very hard for her to chase us properly down this tunnel.
Fair.
But she'll potentially be faster at going up the cliff.
Yeah.
Her face.
Her titties are about to
She
be
Angie.
exposed.
We didn't bring the knife. She Angie.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke?
I think that my fighting capabilities is a joke. Yes, I don't. I don't think it did me any good except the first time.
Yeah.
But then again, that was because I think it went. Our options went from slay the princess to attack the princess. So if we had tried going faster.
Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
I came down here fully expecting to die.
Yeah.
Hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us.
God, he whispers so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right
I mean, do you think I should turn down the music so you can hear it better?
No.
Okay.
It's just he whisper.
Yeah.
It's dramatic tension. It's fine.
I just
But
wanted
my
to make sure
God,
it was.
he really does whisper.
I just wanted to make sure it was audibly legible.
There's subtitles.
True.
We know.
Where the fuck is this gnat?
Right where you don't want him to be. That's where.
The only way out is through the eye of the needle.
I guess we are in the eye of the needle. Okay. I'm gonna go right through her. With my little...
We gotta go between her legs
Whoop.
to the other side of it.
I haven't been fucking around with the mouse as much.
And we're going to win.
Oh, are we?
We'll need the steel claw.
Sure.
Grab it as we leave.
We'll need the knife?
What?
Oh, I see. He wants us to run back up the cliff and then grab it off the altar as we leave so we can actually fight her better outside of the cabin.
I don't think this is gonna work.
I don't either, but... I mean, she does want to fight, though, so maybe she'll purposefully let us get out of the house first so she can get her fight.
Maybe, I don't know.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Well, she's a big lady. She doesn't even fit on screen anymore.
Nope.
Run.
Okay.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
I love that for us. Also, I love your, horns and the more, crown bits, I guess, coming out of your head. I don't know what to call those. Just horns? Are they all just horns?
More horns. They're just more horns.
Well, she's gained 4 more and the big swirly ones.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Okay. Good.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel. The cabin door finally in sight, once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
With our intention to have her follow us outside, it's probably good that we didn't bring the knife, because trying to climb up the cliff with a knife would not have worked. And also climbing down the cliff with a knife would not have worked.
We could have killed ourselves both times.
Could have, yes. So it's probably a good thing that we left it there.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Because I don't know what I am.
I literally have no clue what I am, woman.
Am I a vampire?
Steel Claw, now.
Why do they call the dagger a steel claw? Is there some hidden meaning behind this? Is there some metaphor going on here? Is there any... Does the steel claw mean something else somehow?
I don't know.
I don't think it's too late because the blade's literally on our way to the door.
Yeah, let's grab the blade.
Take the blade.
A step, you grab the blade from the altar.
Sounds good.
So you do want to fight me? Good.
I mean, it's either that or she kills us and escapes the tower. That's...
Yeah. It's not a tower, it's a basement.
Well, it's an inverted tower at this point.
True.
Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us.
Okay.
I really don't like stubborn.
As you burst through the cabin door.
I mean, we can only blame ourselves for stubborn, so...
I know.
Oh my god, big lady.
The princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
Sure.
Well...
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
She loves us. It is a love story after all.
Yeah.
What if it's like, what is that one love story game that Mark played about the Eldritch Horrors? Sucker for Love?
Oh, yeah. Sucker for Love, yeah.
What if it's like this? We came to kill her, but now we're just in her dreams all the time, so that's why we keep living on.
Oh my god.
Do it.
Okay.
Be swift. Strike true.
Can we surprise her with a kiss?
What'd you say?
Can we surprise her with a kiss?
I mean, that would certainly throw her off guard.
It sure would.
We need to knock her off her equilibrium. Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now. You have the upper hand out here, but we don't have to fight. You followed right into my trap. Hiya! Or slay the princess. Keeping in mind that if we press anything besides slay the princess, this could turn into attack the princess.
Shit.
Do we want to just murder her? See what happens?
You've fallen right into my trap.
You have activated my trap card!
Yeah.
Do we want to explore and assume that the slay will actually stay?
We can hope.
I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be the first time that explore wasn't fully an explore option.
True. Let's do the explore.
Okay. We'll see.
Oh, we'll see about that. Traps aren't real. The only thing that's real is bloodshed.
Sure.
Oh.
Fully determined to end you in a single move.
That didn't seem like an explore option, I'm just gonna say.
Now.
Sure didn't. Okay.
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
Oh.
Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing
That's
again.
not her leg.
It's not.
You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A
My
scratch.
kitten.
Tis but a
I'm
flesh wound.
screaming. Go away. Okay. It's nothing. It's a flesh wound.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
Kitten.
Well, you know, this does kind of remind me of Lady Demetress, because she does turn into a weird creature dragon thing.
She sure does. Mom,
We're actually
come
going to
here.
pull this off, aren't we?
Don't
Just
jinx
might.
us, hero.
But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes!
She's just sitting in the
finally.
middle of my room.
This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Okay.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wielding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you
Oh my
fall
God.
in your lethal dance, the more
The
your
stabbing
edge
sounds.
shines over
I'm just
her.
looking at her
She slows
face.
down, blood pouring from
Yeah.
wounds, splattering at her.
She's
feet,
looking a
leaving
little,
her weak and unsteady.
Nervous.
She's looking a little very, very sliced. Because our knife is very
Yeah.
sharp, apparently. Our
Very.
ritual dagger. Or should I say, the claw.
No, come back here, kitten. Damn it.
More. Keep going. We can't stop now. You spot
Oh.
an opening, but this is what she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. Your
She
stomach
hugged
hits
us.
the ground.
We die by snoo snoo.
No, that would be sex, not hugs. We didn't quite make it that far. We didn't even make it to the first base. We just got a hug.
Nothing.
by snoo
These
snoo.
blows are nothing to us.
Stubborn, I think you need to understand what the limits of a human body is. Assuming that you
Yeah.
qualify myself as a human body.
Yeah.
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you.
Oh?
She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Well,
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
I don't know.
I guess.
My vision seems to be going hairy, so...
Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
What the fuck was that?
A weird hand void. Lure an enemy to advantageous terrain and win. Was the name of the... Or not the name of, but... The very long
The
description
achievement,
of the
yeah.
achievement we got. I didn't even read the title because I was so busy trying to read the paragraph of text.
Yeah, I didn't read the title either.
Anywho, but you do not have the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. The mirror.
Huh.
Is the mirror gonna sprout 70 arms and then grab us and shove us inside of it?
I don't want to be Shigaraki.
It's alright, we don't have the vestiges of our dead parents and sister on top of us at all times.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her?
I don't know. I guess we should ask
Where'd
the narrator.
go?
We should just ask the narrator on if we're safe.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Well,
Where'd the narrator go?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror, or just go to the mirror.
The narrator is gone.
You right.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
I don't know. Maybe 72 arms sprouted out of the universe and all collapsed inside of itself.
What if he's 1,000 hands?
What if that's the narrator? He is arms.
hasn't ended. We're still here.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Where are we going, Stubborn?
Why am I so dark? I wonder if the sun has left or something. I just looked over and noticed I'm so dark and hard to see.
You sure are.
Hey Google, turn the light on. That's a little bright. That looks way too much. As it always does. I am not talking to you anymore. Hey Google, turn the light off.
There's a new map in Among Us.
Yes, I was watching Ray play that yesterday. I guess I'm just gonna be a super dark self because I don't.
Well, it is a horror game.
It is. I mean, I have my.
I mean, if you're gonna be all super dark, I can make the rest of my light red.
I mean, let me see if I can. I can make myself very underlit. There. And now I'm spooky. I don't know.
I'm more spooky.
I want. Ugh. There's that spooky for you, Bailey.
I don't know. My thing's a bit behind. I don't know why it suddenly took me off of live. But yeah,
I'm spooky.
it was a little spoopy.
You can only see half of my face. I'm very
I
spooky.
mean, I'm still. Yeah, that's spoopy. I like that your shadows are red.
Are they?
Yeah.
I couldn't quite tell that from here. Alright. So with our very spoopy selves here, I don't know where she went. And I don't know how we even go about finding her.
Molly. Yeah, let's do the next explore option.
Just this top one, you mean? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I'm confused.
Just us and that awful mirror.
It's like it's mocking us.
It's ugly.
Let's just stay still.
Okay.
I think I'm supposed to look at it. Or do
Yeah.
we want to just approach without saying anything?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. That thing reeks of death.
I mean, we only started seeing it after we died.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Well, every time I've tried
We
to...
killed her.
Yeah. I mean, and every time that I've wiped my hand across the mirror, I've been able to find the princess. I guess? Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess except for the first time, because then it just revealed the wall behind it.
True.
I wonder what would have happened if we never interacted with it, or even mentioned it.
Huh. Yeah, you're right.
I guess we're going to it.
I'm begging you, don't
yeah.
do this.
My brain did not hear that correctly. I did not hear I'm begging you. I heard, Bethany, don't do this. And I'm like, Bethany? What?
I don't know what my former colleague in a bakery has to do with this game.
I don't know. But don't do it.
Okay.
The mirror never scared you before. Or ignore him.
Yeah. The mirror never
It's
scared you
different
before.
now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Well,
Did you
I've
beat
already...
the system?
I've died several times, so I don't care if it's final. Hello, mirror. You approached the mirror. But that's the name of the person speaking. gaze into my reflection, which is what I've tried to do this whole time.
Yeah.
As you reach forward, or silence, I should say, as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The suspense.
Okay.
Oh, the body. It's you, it says, was the achievement. But so, let's see, we have our head, we have like a wing, I think, maybe a wing over there. I don't know what's happening right here. Maybe it's more wing. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'll have to up the contrast. Actually, looking over at the other screen, it looks very strange.
I think it's sitting.
What was that?
I think it's sitting. Like man spread sitting.
I mean, I guess that would be an option. What if this is actually another pair of arms and not wings?
Oh.
I just thought that it
would
looked
be creepy.
feathery, but I mean, our arm does look feathery, so. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. There's no one narrating how life works anymore. Yeah, let's go to the cabin.
Okay.
Child, can you... what is
You
her
are
face
at the
right
cabin.
now? What is her face right now? She looks like an insect. Like a lizard.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nice.
Oh, I like the music.
But also to say, I like her like weird fire that actually just looks like it's a combination of arms and fingers.
I think those are the arms. I don't think it's fire. I think it's the actual arms that stole her away.
I thought they were trying to have it look like fire, but then it just turned into arms. But I think, yeah, I think it might
if you look
just
closely on the right side, you can see like the thumbs on some of them.
Oh yeah, I can see the weird little wacky inflatable arms man over here.
Yeah.
Well, we're at the cabin, apparently. Oh, Bailey?
What?
Look at stream?
Stream is still fine for me.
No, but look at you once you get caught up.
Oh, I'm fine over here.
No, you
I'm fine
are
on
not.
my end.
You are not.
On my end.
Oh my god, this is...
It's fine on my end.
Here.
It's something on yours.
Let me just, so that everyone gets to see the glory of what is happening right now.
I'm glitching the fuck out.
So here's Bailey.
Yeah, it's fine on my end. I'm still moving on my end.
No, you're doing whatever that is. You saw the wacky inflatable and flailing arms man, and that's where, where we went.
Oh my god, that's creepy.
Yeah, I just looked over and I was like, well, what's going on?
That's creepy. It's fine on my end. I literally still have movement on my end.
Nope. Try exiting and joining again.
How about I just turn off my camera and turn it back on?
That would be an option. Let me, There we go. Now it's working.
Am I fixed?
Yeah, you're good.
I turned into an eldritch horror, I guess.
Something like that.
I turned into a spooky pasta.
A spoopy pasta, yes. Well, so now that Bailey's got her face under control.
I turned into a spoopy pasta. I mean, it is the month for it.
You know, we are at the cabin. Approach her. Oh.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of here! Do you know the narrator? Are
This
you
is
what?
really pretty, despite being super creepy.
Yeah. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the world, or worlds, I should say, beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack them or kill myself?
Those are options.
I brought a vessel. Think not.
Back up to the top. What are you?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What does that mean?
What are we?
But what
Are we
is
the darkness that consumes?
potentially? But what? But what is what? Like, if you were to put more meaning to solitary lights in an empty city, what would you say
The
that
lights
means?
left on. The lights left on after a disaster. It is the only semblance of
So,
civilization left.
I mean, it's kind of weird to put the remaining sense that something existed into the personification of a human, or into a creature, I should say. Since normally that,
Basically, I think she's saying, "I am what's left."
which is, I mean, what are we? What do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person. Are we?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Am I? Do I have a bunch of weird arms behind me?
I don't know, but I look like a creepypasta.
You did at least. I just realized.
Well, in the mirror, we looked like a creepypasta too. Yeah, you just noticed that there's still the little, like, blinking green underneath me.
I didn't notice it because the when you're clicked on something, it has the border around it for a good couple of pixels, so it was covering it.
Yeah.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
God, I love these metaphors. They're beautiful.
You know? I mean, they just make me curious as to what exactly that means for us, but...
Again, it is we are what is left.
Let's see. What do you think we should ask next?
Honestly, do you know the narrator?
Yeah, I suppose that's a good question.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
I mean, I guess one question would be, does the narrator actually know anything else, or does everything that we know only know us?
God, this music is so beautiful.
It's very interesting for the situation.
I want the soundtrack.
I don't know if they have that for sale on Steam or not. You'll have to... Because when I grabbed it, I didn't notice it there, at least, but it could be under, like, a DLC or something, or I have no idea.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here
Hey!
but us.
Is it for sale?
I have no clue what this would be called, though.
Oh, I have no idea. You'll have to look that part later.
Because I have the entire original video game soundtrack demo. So.
But also I like that this one hand is holding her hand.
Yeah.
This one's holding up her elbow, all these other ones.
And then that one on her waist is kind of just like holding her close, like a lover would.
Yeah, I was just thinking that a lot of these hands kind of, I mean, seeing as at the beginning it was prefaced as a love story. You know, what if this is all of the past lovers? Like, some of them try to hide you from things, try to make you do things, but others are nice.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's all just one person. These are all the hands of that one person.
I don't know. Let's keep going. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
You are correct.
She has a point.
You know? And you also sounded way more robotic when you said that.
Me?
No, her. I didn't remember her
Okay.
sounding quite that robotic with her previous voice lines. Do we want to ask about the gift of fragile vessel?
Sure.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Oh, so the other voices. The voices of our fallen selves.
Interesting.
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart.
Oh, I get it now.
I mean, what was your realization with that?
So, the entity we're talking to is the actual princess, like the soul of the princess, and she is going to be like how we have our previous selves' voices in our head. She's doing the same with the princess. Our souls are intertwined,
Which
not just fate based on our bodies. It's literal, actual soul intertwined.
Yeah, I would say the realization I had was basically just I wonder how this would have gone if we didn't just immediately kill her then. Because maybe she wouldn't have been quite so bloodthirsty, and we wouldn't have been so bloodthirsty. And then also, I suppose, the counter of what if we only ever acted with the voice of the stubborn and we just tried to kill her every single time? Because then we wouldn't have gotten other voices. We would have just been the one.
Yeah.
Do not harm her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
What kind of growth? Are you
what, Suki? Yeah.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
I only just woke up 5 minutes ago and I already want to be free. Do you know if the world's beyond this place?
Sure.
I know only that they are.
So she only knows that they exist, but not what's in them. Are you the princess?
I think we already know that, but yes.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
That's a great question.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I don't know. Does
Chicken
it?
or egg situation, okay. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
It's a love story.
This song is hitting so right. I don't want it to end.
So what happens now? Because I don't think that's gonna...
because I don't... No.
She's not trapping anybody here, I don't think.
No, she's not.
She just exists.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Why would we want to forget?
I'm just reading basically what that one was, because when she says vessel, I assumed she meant us, but then she said she can make you forget, so I'm like, wait.
She's talking about the princess. God. I haven't had a dopamine song in like 3 months, and this one is hitting so nice.
Bring me more perspective.
I could probably clean my room listening to this song.
Interesting. So, and since I brought up the Magnus Archives at the beginning of this, you know, it's just kind of on my mind because I had mentioned it. But it's just, it's, I mean, so obviously you don't know a whole lot about it, but so basically,
No.
there's...
You and Gizmo know way more than me.
And since you don't give a shit about spoilers, I'm not too concerned about it.
No.
So, basically, like, let's say that there's, like 13...
Oh, fair warning, spoilers.
Yeah. I mean,
for viewers.
if anyone cares about the Magnus Archives and has not...
Whoops, I turned on my heater.
So...
Come here. I got you.
So basically, there's like 13 or something different, I mean, just because I can't remember exactly the way that they had phrased it in a way that'll make it easier for you, just saying that there's like 13 sins of sorts. And one of them is...
You guys have told me about them before.
Okay, but one of them is the Watcher, who likes to get stories, perspectives, stuff. So she kind of reminds me of that one right now.
What if Black Cat Games was like, hey, we know that you voice in this podcast. Can we use elements of it and have you voice a narrator for us?
I mean, which actually is kind of interesting because, I mean, spoilers for the very end of the Magnus. Basically, this, that, the other thing happened, and John, the main character, John Sims, kind of just stopped existing in reality.
Maybe he stopped existing in reality because he was filming this.
Well, no. That was the end of the series, of the season, of the thing. Yeah.
Do you like my kitty on screen?
I do. But I was insane then, because I thought of it earlier because we have the voice of the hunted, and one of the other sins is about hunting and being hunted.
Maybe this is a fan, like,
it almost seems like it almost seems like it. Like, obviously, I don't want to be like, oh, this has to be a fan game to this.
I mean, they brought the creator in.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, because, yeah.
I love you.
But it's interesting the parallels, whether they meant it to be there or not. And because
squeaky.
One of the other sins is the spider, i.e. manipulation, and that's kind of a lot of what we've been going through.
Yeah. No, you're not leaving. You're gonna cuddle with me.
But anyway, it's just very interesting, the parallels, basically. With her writhing arms. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Okay, make me forget.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way? Let's just make our way down the list and hope it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, assuming the explorers are actually explore options.
Yeah.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget? I mean, because we really only know what's happened since the beginning of the game, so for all we know, we have forgotten many a time before.
Everything. Until we meet again.
Sup, plushies? How you doing?
It's going interesting.
The game is going very arms right now. There's many an arms at the moment.
I have a cat at least.
It's true. I had a cat earlier, but you couldn't see him because I am very dark at the moment because the sun has left me. Ugh.
I just have a cute kitten. Who's squeaking.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
Here.
More than you have found, but less
I
than
know,
you
baby.
want to find.
Pardon?
I am infinite.
No, you're gonna stay
The
with
rest
me.
will find their own way.
Still wanna love on you.
I
know.
So basically there's an infinite number of selves, but we only have to find some quantity that is less than infinity.
So specific.
Couldn't tell you exactly. And what if I don't let you do that? Exactly.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
I don't know if I like your terminology for it, but okay. I'm not going back. Just wait. I love that that's an option. So if I help you find all of yourselves, are you just gonna destroy the world?
Yeah.
You ask of things that cannot be done.
What?
To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Then I'll rephrase. Are you going to reshape-remold the world? Since you're playing hard to get.
You're being semantic. What are you gonna do if I help you?
You know?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Unilluminated like my face? Alright, so do we want to forget or do we want to just sit here in the nothingness?
At least the music will go away.
Do you want to just sit here in the nothingness?
God, the music's so good. I think my kitten is taking a nap. She laid her head down and got comfortable.
Are you trying to procrastinate giving me an answer?
Yeah.
I mean, do we want to wait? Do we want to see what that does for us?
Sure. Because I'm betting we're gonna get a fucking thing saying, just forget.
Well...
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever? Or okay, I'm ready to forget.
shit.
Do we want to just wait forever and see what happens? Assuming that anything happens.
I don't know. He's kidding.
I'm tempted to wait forever, but I'm curious. I don't know what that will do for us.
Yeah.
I'm low-key concerned, but I feel like there's nothing that's going to just, like, end the game, so... I don't know, though.
Okay.
I'll click wait forever, and then it's like, alright, it's been one forever, now what?
Yeah,
Do we want to wait forever?
God, I love the music. I love the music so much that I would just do it for the dopamine hit.
So we want to wait forever?
Sure.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
Sure is.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you right.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
I mean, forever can never finish. Technically. Because it's forever.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Sounds cute. Sure, let's do that. We'll make
It does.
We'll make a little.
Let's do that.
We'll make a time capsule for us to look at in forever.
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
Are you fourth wall breaking because you're a hand-drawn cage?
You'll
Just like Monica.
Only princess.
What it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
I want to be by your side forever if this music is playing.
That's funny. It's just like she's like, all right, I'll have you forget. You can go back, and she's like, joke's on you. I like it here. She's like, but wait, I don't think that you'd actually want to stay here forever. And it's like, no, I do.
This music is great. I'd stay here forever.
Speaking of which, where is this music coming from? She's like, why does that matter? You should go back.
Because I want to go lay next to it and just stay there.
You just weave a little cat bed to lay in.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the music.
Bailey, we stayed here forever to close the game.
Oh my god.
All right, fine. I'll open the game again.
Fucker.
Wait, what do you mean downloading content? What are you downloading?
The fuck?
What are you downloading? Why are you reserving another 0.6 gigs of space? What are you downloading?
I don't know.
What's happening? Do they have to load it forever? Alright, well, we're currently reserving space on my hard drive so that way we can download forever. So it's gonna be a second.
I guess.
So, how's that forever treating you at this point?
I miss the music.
Nope, we're just in the darkness. We are in the void. Well, I guess while I wait for that, I'm just gonna move my light back in there, because...
Hi, kitten. She's just sitting in the middle of my room now.
Alright, now that the back of me is bright again, and I'm no longer being blinded by a light underneath me. Well, I guess I'll just twiddle my thumbs in forever. But also, so I have the 9.8 megabits downloaded, but it is currently updating the 10.4 gigs of the game.
Oh boy.
So it's getting there. It's at 5 at the moment, so I'm not entirely sure what it's updating.
I'm trying to find the song on this.
I'm kind of concerned about the implications of it closing and then updating, you know? I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it.
None of these songs are here.
I mean, was that the demo that you said that you got the soundtrack from?
Yeah.
Then I don't know if that would be included in the demo,
Slay
because...
the Princess Part 1 original game soundtrack.
There you go. Wait, what do you mean part 1?
I know, right? That took me off guard.
Alright. We're almost there. And there's that. Okay. Alright, here's...
You have returned to me.
Oh!
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
I would like to hope that the stream actually captured that, because it took a minute for it to load the picture. Let me go back over to Discord so that way I can actually have you, see it. Alright, are you ready?
Part 1, I can't find the song for it either.
Alright, Bailey. So this is how it opened. Said, you have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments. I never left your side.
Also, what the fuck does it mean, Part 1?
I don't know. Like, maybe it is like in Space with Markiplier. Alright,
Let me see if it's just a Part 1 of the soundtracks.
Okay, make me forget. Yeah,
No.
I just have to forget at this point. There's nothing else I can do.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do it.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay. I mean...
You won't.
Oh, okay. Well, we're fucking dead again. We'll let Bailey figure out this song for a second since she's...
I can't fucking find it, and I think they're in order of the thing.
So Bailey.
Oh, it's the princess's theme.
That makes sense. Alright, are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
She had us forget everything by murdering us.
Yeah.
Well, chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Does this mean that we're gonna go back and...
On a path.
Wait a sec.
Woods.
The real Slay
Real Slay the Princess starts here.
I don't know what the first
You'll
one
know
said.
it when you see it.
Is a princess.
I didn't get to read what the first one said.
Where's my-
I wasn't expecting it to go so quickly. What is it? Shift tab? 58.8% of players have gotten the real Slay the Princess starts here. You'll know it when you see it. Can I... and then a tunneling vessel bring the eye of the needle to her. Okay. And I never left your side. Attempt to outweight your destiny. Interesting.
The real Slay the Princess starts here. You'll know it when you see it.
Yeah. What about it?
That was the name of that one.
Yeah. I just read that one. Yeah, I just looked at all of the ones we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 achievements thus far. Let me... Okay.
Yeah, I just went to like the global achievements page. So.
Alright, let's see.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But so my thought is, since we've now restarted, we now need to try and be nice to her so we can get the hero voice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we want to do any of these ones just to like make it seem like we're a hero at this point? Do we want to do like
Killing
this one first,
I can.
and then that one maybe? Because I think both of these are fairly hero type.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I'm also curious about the
Let me
clock.
assure you, the princess is
Yeah.
locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
And how do you know that, Mr.
That's
Narrator?
a weird way of putting it, in all honesty.
Yeah.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
That's what you say, sir. That's what you say. So then killing the princess seems a bit bad, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it?
Yeah.
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess...
I don't think we need to actually listen to that.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then do we want like a forget it? Because we're not going to kill her in this one.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, you have to do it.
Why?
But why though? Maybe this one, maybe, but I'm not so sure because it does still sound like we could kill her. But we are the hero after all.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this one first then?
Yeah.
Just the last heroic sounding one.
See what happens, but a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I shall.
You make
Jennifer,
your way up the short path to
did
the
you
temple.
accidentally get us into
You'll
a
find the princess
Magnus
waiting.
Archives fan game?
You know, it seems like it. Without me of ever knowing. I mean, I wouldn't have known the Magnus Archives existed unless I watched Gab play. But
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Oh, the
We're
hero's
supposed
still
to
here.
save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
we don't have any
I
of the
think he
other
does know what he's
voices,
talking
so
about.
we shall continue and become the hero.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is
Put my hand all
stained
far
musty,
away from
and
that
the
knife.
walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
So for curiosity's sake, do we want to potentially do it to where each attempt in this one we just refuse to kill her and see what happens?
Sure.
See if that does anything for us?
Implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
And then we can just do
No.
the straight savage murder her every single time after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So enter the basement.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's me, your knight in shining armor.
Hypnotizing.
Oh,
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
that's a new line, isn't it?
That is a new line.
But that's probably just because we didn't have the knife.
Yeah.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
We want to start with a hi. Interesting. So we have hi, just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you. I think I'm here to kill you. So I'm thinking either hi or save. Maybe just hi though.
Hi.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
And yet they're still alive somehow.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
She's beautiful and her voice is amazing.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Oh, is there now?
Her boobs grew
Hi.
bigger as she grew bigger.
Do you think
Yes.
you can get me out of these chains?
Do we want to... I'll see what I can do, or do we want to talk first? Or do we want to just go straight
Let's talk first.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
She doesn't like that.
No.
Well, there she is. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you've been locked down here for some reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide on what we want to do. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Go grab the blade to murder her. Go back upstairs, my god, to retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe that they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Grabbing the chains. Okay. I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. So many options.
Okay.
So first off, what's your name?
Many. What's your name?
Oh,
Do you have a name?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
I would prefer Princess, but is that really all your name is?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
I mean, we were watching iZombie the other night, and one of the like throwaway side characters, his name was Tim. She asked him, "I don't even know your last name, but that's probably for the best." And he said it's Timerson, and she's like, "You're kidding? Your name is Tim Timerson?"
Of course it is. So is Princess your name?
Yeah.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Now, is that just because you don't like your actual name, or...
Sounds like she's
Sorry,
hiding
I've
something.
been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Well,
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I mean, there is a chance that she was, like, kidnapped and, like, bonked her noggin. She forgot everything from beforehand, and they just referred to her as Princess.
True.
Whoever that they is. The people that brought her down here.
Yeah.
I want to ask this, but I don't think she would trust us.
Yeah.
I feel like, like, I want to, but I feel like I shouldn't for this one.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
Sure.
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Well,
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
hey, you don't even know the dynamics yet.
I'm sorry, we found you in another world, and we kind of fell in love with you because of the music.
No, Bailey fell in love with you because of the music. I just wandered down these stairs and found a lady chained to a wall, and I wanted to get you to know you first before I just tried hacking the chain off the wall to free you.
It's not
Well,
like
I
you
also want to
believe me.
know.
I mean, you can still tell me. Whether I believe you or not is
try
up to me.
Yeah, try me.
I mean, for all I know, you've been locked down here for a reason. I think
Yeah, I
that's a
kinda
good
wanna do that.
response to the current situation.
Yeah.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
And what is it?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation.
I mean, you say throw away the key, but how do we know that the key isn't around here somewhere? It wasn't locked for me to get down here.
Yeah.
You have all
Though
the
that really
explanation you
kind of-
need. You
No,
should know
shut up,
better than to
narrator.
trust whatever she tells
Sec. Yes? What were you trying to say?
I said, shut up, narrator.
No, but I thought you were trying to say something before that. And then you were just mad that he was talking.
No, I said, shut up.
Yeah.
It's not all the explanation we need.
Oh, okay. I thought you had wanted to say something and then he was interrupting you.
No. What she answered, though, kind of leads into the question you've been dodging.
The one that I want to ask. I mean, now
Yeah.
that she's put us in this type of relationship.
Yeah.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I mean, it has to do with your well-being and whether or not you're an animated corpse.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Well,
You're hardly relevant.
you're only relevant because you forced yourself here.
Okay, but actually, what has she been doing? She has to eat, right?
I was sent to slay here. Slay here? Wow. I was sent to slay here.
Not what that's supposed to say.
Oh god, I can only make it worse from here. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. So we can have her just stay locked away until she decides to be a bit more cooperative. Tell her that we're supposed to be killing her, that I don't trust her, and or all of these other options. I guess the first question is just, do we want to do the last explore option? Do we want to tell her we're supposed to kill her, or do we not want to tell her that?
That's a toughie.
Yeah, because I don't know what she's going to do with that information.
Fucking trolley problem.
Well, I mean, because it's...
in Act 3 of Baldur's Gate. Oh my god, I feel so bad for what I did in Baldur's Gate.
I mean, but the question is, if we tell her she's supposed to end the world, will that change whether or not the world actually ends?
True.
Because if we don't tell her and she never gets the thought in her mind, what if she never does it? Whatever it is. Or what if the world is ending because the narrator is only supposed to be narrating the book about how the hero kills the princess, and if the princess escapes, then there's no more book to narrate.
I don't know, but let's go with the last explorer option now.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't think you're actually dangerous, but I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something that doesn't feel right about you. Do we want to say she's not dangerous?
I kind of want to do the middle one.
Yeah. Try to make her decide for herself if she wants to be saved, basically.
Yeah.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
As far as I'm aware, with the concussion they gave me.
Yeah.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No.
No.
I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. Or just... no response.
I was hoping you'd tell me.
You know, I mean, especially since our memory has been wiped clean.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
Oh, that's good!
I believe her.
I don't know if I like how your hand went for your giant cuff or not.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
I mean, true.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yes. And are you going to betray that trust?
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yeah.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Oh, we never trust him.
She has a point.
Just me about what I do if I'm out here, or maybe saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
True.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I don't know. You still never told me what you've been eating for the time you've been down here.
Yeah.
If you can't answer that simple question, I don't know.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Potentially.
What are you doing, kitten?
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person. And a subjugating monarch, no less.
Why do you say subjugating?
Bias narrator.
Yeah, I was just like, just because she's a princess doesn't mean that she's some big bad princess.
Mm-hmm.
She could be a long live the queen type of princess where her mom just died and we're just trying to get her through her depression.
And then I eat poisoned chocolate and die.
Yes. Because everyone wants to slay the princess in that game.
Yeah.
And they had no good reason for it. They just wanted to be rude.
Mm-hmm.
I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. That's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other a little bit better, and then I can decide what to do.
Oh, those last two options are the same as before.
Yes. Can't trust you, and then kill her, and then look at the chains, or look at the chains. I'm thinking the first one.
Yeah.
Just get to know each other a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Well, I'm sure you can survive. Don't worry about it. It's either that or I kill you.
Her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Well, and then at that point, I can say you've betrayed me, and I'll stab her with my dagger. It's okay.
Oh, the dagger's upstairs, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but assuming that she does it while I'm sitting upstairs, just, whisking away the day, twiddling my thumbs, and then she comes up the stairs, then I'm right next to it.
True.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
No, I liked that idea, because I'm the one who picked it.
I like that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
It'd make it easier for us if you didn't make it sound concerning.
Yeah, and that the music just dead stops when
Yeah.
you say that.
Yeah. I mean, you should really know your place, princess. Who's the one with the unlocking cuffs capabilities here? Who's the one with the dagger sitting upstairs? Who's the one that's not chained to the wall?
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Could Discord stop being extra creepy?
I can just leave, I can just leave you trapped here. Madam.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the
Discord's
right
being extra creepy now.
Why?
The audio's doing weird shit again.
I'm so dark.
Like it's only for the stream. It's not for you. It's just the stream of the game.
Well,
I don't like the change that she just put out.
well, we can go and get the blade. We can okay, let's get you out of here. I'm just gonna lock her in the basement because she's not being cooperative right now. She needs to understand that she's the one locked in the basement right now.
Yeah.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
For the time being, I wins here, okay?
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Correct.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
I can.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine.
I don't like that you narrated that
Turn your
point.
back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
I didn't leave you behind, woman. I said I was just gonna sit upstairs and we can get to know each other and you're being a bitch.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
No, she's not.
No.
Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
No, we're sticking to the plan. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. We sticking to the plan?
Sure.
Trying our best to not kill her?
It will be the death of all of us, but...
See what happens. Even if it doesn't quite go the way we hope. Because since she can remember how it went.
That is so solid.
Oh yeah, very solid. I don't know where we put the blade. We just took it off of the table. But I was gonna say, since she remembers what happens in the previous instances, maybe if we just continually try our best to be a nice person, then she'll come around? Or she'll just keep thinking that we're stupid and she can get away with it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Are you trying to...
That's creepy.
Are you trying to say that you can't open the door that's blocked with a diagonal table?
Apparently the table is very, very heavy. But yeah, why is it diagonal?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird placement for it.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
You're the reason I went on your bad side. If you would have just been nice from the get-go.
She sounds
Yeah.
terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Why did the hero say you when the subtitles said we?
I didn't notice. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind. It's just like me and all of my problems behind the door, just trying to forget that they exist.
Yeah.
When I get out of here,
I put all those bad feelings in a box and lock it away in my head.
In the time capsule from earlier, before we waited forever.
but I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It didn't need to be like this. You could have just
No.
played nice and I would have let you out.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No.
No, but she's not getting any stronger either, so...
It's true. She's just beating up this door. Threat me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So, all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really all that innocent and harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and just go to bed. I mean,
My impulse thought wants to just close my eyes and go to sleep.
the question is, are we still trying to be the good guy? Are we gonna try our best to be the nice person until the very end? Until we die?
Yeah, let's do the threaten me all you want.
Okay. You know...
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day.
I don't know. Will I ever see you go through that door?
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Why is the door opening inwards now?
But the door to the basement is ajar. It's locked.
How is that door keeping it closed if it opens inwards?
No, wait, it's always opened that way, remember? Because I laughed at her for saying it was a pull door, not a push.
I'm very confused. How is the table blocking it then?
Well, first off, it was a diagonal table, so it wouldn't have done that much to begin with. But also, it's because the princess is stupid. Well, the log is broken and the table has been overturned.
Where is she?
I don't know. Oh.
You helping me get out of that awful basement.
I
Are you a
don't.
ghost?
I technically didn't do anything. Just saying. I didn't help you in the slightest. I just said hi.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we like went down, we said hi, and then we chose the option to leave? So we just stand up, said hi, and left.
Bye.
But also, what is she right now? And why does her
Don't know.
weird little crown thing look like a plant?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You
Oh,
try and stumble
hi.
to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Love that for us.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
How do we know that what you say, narrator, isn't just cementing them into reality? What if you just said something different and it changed how reality went?
You know?
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Depends on what you mean by that.
She steps closer,
My God.
one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
I'm not entirely sure how I feel that, but okay. I've never felt an organ shut down, so I don't know what that means.
Yep.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
I'm a bird, madam, not a fish.
Who knows what the fuck we are?
Only help me get out of here. We could have done such wonderful things together.
You didn't make it sound like it would be pleasant for me if I let you out of here. If you could have said that from the beginning. You could have told me that great things would have happened to both of us if I let you out. But instead you threatened me.
Right? Yep.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Well, as someone who has forgotten all of my memories previously, yes.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Well,
I'm sorry, but it is.
Kids in.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
well.
Mm.
Well, now it's time for the nightmare. Is that the name of chapter 2 last time? I don't remember.
You're
I don't
on a
think so.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement
Wait,
of
I
that
thought
cabin is
I
a
thought we went
princess.
right last time.
What are you asking me? Oh, you mean the path?
The path. Yeah, didn't it used to go right?
Is that not what direction it's currently going? What are you asking me?
It's going left.
I mean, it's going to the right at the top. Or do you mean like that part didn't?
That part, I swear that part went the other direction.
I don't know. You'd have to check the VOD. I wasn't quite cementing the path direction into my long-term memory.
It just looks different.
It feels the same to me, but maybe I just wasn't paying that much attention to it. I've more just been looking at bushes and bushes and bushes. But because of these bushes, I feel like it's the same. Because I've just been watching all the hatching.
Yeah. My brain feels weird.
Your what?
My brain.
That's what I thought you said, but I wanted to confirm. Because it's kind of a weird thing to feel weird.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. Or do we want to do the silent type now, where we just go to the cabin?
Proceed to the cabin.
We just want to skip it all?
Yeah, don't get the narrator in on the joke.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
She did it very poorly, though, last time. She could have just told me nice things that I wanted to hear, and then I would have let her out.
Yeah.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us
Oh,
last
well.
time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Don't trust anyone.
Hello, voice of the paranoid. Because because we didn't trust her. We didn't, we just locked her down there to figure it out later. Well. But, well, actually, that could be...
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood
Where's
of the
the
walls
door?
almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
So what I was gonna say was that, so in our first one...
Oh god, look over to the right.
Oh, yeah. And the side.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice them over there. Oh, that's creepy.
But I'd say, so the problem is that with our first one, we killed her and it made her to where she really wanted to kill us. We accidentally made it to where we didn't trust her with that one, so now she's never gonna trust us.
Well, how the hell are we supposed to do that then?
But we also, so we wanted to kill her and then other things happened and it made it to where we went from a nice wood cabin to rock, which would be harder to fight in. And so now that we're paranoid, we have no door.
We have no door and we
And
have
no windows. Wait, so
And
basically...
people are watching us.
Yeah, well, of course, we're paranoid. Which is... So if we were trying to go for the... I don't know, what even is the optimal route? What are we trying to do? Are we trying to woo the princess? What are we trying to do exactly here?
Have her not be evil?
Okay, so what personality trait do we think that both we need to embody and then give her for the next run?
Acceptance?
How do we do that? Do we just accept her with
don't
open
know.
arms? We just trust her wholeheartedly? Is that...
Paranoia is gonna be yelling at us the whole time, but
Yes.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We'll see, I guess. We've already accidentally set our bed. Now we have to sleep in it, even though there's no blankets and a lot of space under the bed and people in the corners of the room and but anyway, so mirror, knife.
Yep.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So when we went to the end of the last one and we had... I think the last time we saw the mirror was just us trying to go down the really skinny rock corridor, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what'll happen if we just never interact with it at this point.
Let's try never interacting with the mirror and trying to get on the princess's good side. That's what the goal of this section is.
That's what we're gonna try, but she makes it so hard.
She sure does.
Hold on. What happened to the door?
Good question.
It's just an empty frame.
You are correct.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
No, but I feel their eyes on us.
I don't need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
You are correct. We need to trust her.
Deep breath in, deep breath
Hopefully.
out. Your task awaits. And
I don't
only
trust the
you
narrator.
can do it.
Well, actually, I'm kind of curious. So since she just kind of turned into like a weird ghostly being with that last one,
Mm-hmm.
so what if the being she turns into now is just going to be like a weird incorporeal type being?
That would be interesting.
And she just keeps being a bigger, badder ghoul each time.
She's adaptive.
Yeah.
Let's not even mention the mirror.
And we're not going to take the blade because we're still
We're
trying
not
to be
gonna take
nice.
the blade.
Oh, we should have taken the knife.
We're taking the pacifist
Don't
route.
think going
Yeah,
down the line
yeah.
is gonna do us any favors.
And as we know from Undertale,
Paranoia?
we have to fight all of the people to make them our friend. So. Oh,
Cross over
Uh,
the threshold, and onto a series of isolated steps
Jesus
suspended
Christ.
in darkness.
Those eyes?
Yeah, they're blinking at us.
Oh,
They're
God.
all blinking at us. Well, if there's anything more paranoid, it's trying to use stairs that are not connected to anything.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well,
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static.
What?
As if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
This is amnesia. No, not amnesia. What the fuck is that thing?
Amnesia: The Dark
What the
Descent.
fuck is that? No, the looping one.
What?
The looping game that Mark really likes.
Which one? Give me some context. Mark's played a lot of games.
You're walking through a hallway that's like a corner, and then there's a door with a bathroom, and then there's a phone behind you, and then it's the front door. And then you go through the door at the very end of the hallway, and it loops back to this door.
God, that's such an old game at this point. Everyone uses that trope. What the fuck is that game called?
Yeah. But that was the origin.
What is the fuck is that game called? It's not Paranormal Activity. That's not what it's called.
That is a movie series, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's from back then, practically, at this point. What is that game called? Because was that a game or a movie demo trailer thing?
It was a game. It was a game. It was a standalone game.
I couldn't, like, I thought it was a demo for something bigger and they just never ended up doing anything, because wasn't it supposed to have...
PT!
Yeah. So that makes sense why Paranormal Activity was coming up, because it's PT.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paranormal Tactivity.
PT, yeah. This kind of has
What-
the PT effect.
Does PT have a unabbreviated self? What is...
Let me see. Playable teaser.
Oh, yeah. See, it's a teaser. Isn't that funny how such a big thing came from literally just playable teaser?
It was a playable teaser for Silent Hill.
That's what it was. And then Norman Reedus and His Amazing Fetus was going to be in that?
I don't remember.
I thought of Norman, and then it just kind of came to me as Jack calling him that all the time, I think. Because, like, at the very end, there was, like, a trailer at the end of the teaser.
Oh, Silent Hills was actually canceled, and
Yeah.
Konami removed PT from the PlayStation Store.
Yeah. That's why everyone's like, it's so sad that it was unfinished.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to have Norman.
But yeah, this is a PT style game.
Kind of. I mean, except with not the exact same hallway every single time, basically.
No, but it's the exact same situation over and over again.
Kind of. I mean, the main thing is just that PT is a lot more linear of sorts. Like, it doesn't branch nearly as wide as a endless abyss for the basement.
Yeah. Let's go down the stairs.
Yes.
Continue.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
How does it?
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Are we?
Come back. She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
I'm gonna talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm not going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it.
No, you messed up that first sentence.
Oh, I'm just going to kill her, sorry. Oops, I accidentally right-clicked. There we go. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists. My brain saw the PE or something, I guess, and was just like, I don't know why you're all being such pansies right now. I'm like, that's not what that word says. Step off of the void into the void. Kill ourselves. I do
that's
think
always an option.
I do think that'd be an interesting run. Just whenever there's the option to kill ourselves, we kill ourselves.
We just do it, yeah.
What
this time yet,
what kind of
but-
voice do you think that would give us? Voice of the depressed
Coward?
Coward, yeah, I guess. But talk to her?
Yeah.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
Well, I'll let her know
Don't
that
care.
she should not kill us this time. It's okay.
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
Mr.
Make
Voice
your
of the
way
Hero,
to the
come
bottom
on.
of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness.
Where the fuck is
A
she?
smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Well, right has a pair of blinking eyes, and left, I suppose, also has blinking eyes, just not quite as visibly.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
You are correct, and there's a lot of hiding spots.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Yeah, how extremely unbasement-like it is.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
You know?
I'm going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I kind of want to go right just because the path goes that way.
It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
That's creepy. Oh, there is a cat behind me.
Yeah, I saw
She's in her
that.
box.
I looked over you and saw that. So we can...
Hey!
Alright, so we can go left, go right, do nothing, or we can just go back.
Let's go right.
Okay. Over toward those one pair of eyes looming in the distance.
Yeah.
You turn to the right.
Eyeballs.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Hey, look, there she is.
I told you I was going to find
Oh my
you.
god.
Yeah, she's, embodied this type of entity this time, it seems.
Yeah.
As the princess
Oh.
approaches, your legs suddenly
Oh
go
god,
numb.
she's
What is...
interesting.
So I was gonna ask before, but I decided not to. Is there some sort of ghostly apparition type that makes you go numb? Or just is as she is? Because I don't think it'd be like a banshee or anything, but I feel like you'd have a much better idea as to
She's
those
not a
things.
banshee.
You know.
Banshee requires screaming.
Well, yeah, that's why I said not that one. But that's the only thing I can think of that's, you know, floating and ghostly, because I don't know much about those things.
I mean, if we base it off of Phasmophobia, maybe the Hantu, because it requires, you know, extreme temperature.
What does this extreme temperature have to do with this?
The cold.
Yeah?
Cold seeping in.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I thought you were gonna say whichever one, of the ghosts over there don't have the footprint in the salt.
That's the Banshee.
Oh, is it? Is that the old...
Yeah.
Wait, there's a banshee in there? I forgot there was a banshee in Phasmo.
Yeah.
Is that the only one, though?
No, it's not the Banshee.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
Hold on.
think that was the name.
Banshee does paranormal sounds. Hold on. Who doesn't leave footsies?
Who don't do the footies? Who are you finding? Or are you?
I'm looking. The Wraith, my bad.
But yeah,
she could be a Wraith.
that's more of the name that sounded correct.
That sounds correct. A Wraith.
While I was trying to think, I couldn't remember anything anymore, but I was just like, I don't even know. But yeah.
Honestly, I think she is taking the form of a Wraith, because now that I've remembered that word exists.
What all does the Wraith do?
The Wraith, like, in actual, like, mythology.
Rather than in the game.
They do have, like, a super tendency towards extreme colds, and they do have some electric components as well. So
electric would make
and
sense.
And they tend to kill kill victims as well. So.
Well, I mean, do we have anything to note of her weird porcelain-like mask?
No.
And her very
she definitely
undead
looks interesting.
self.
Yeah, she definitely looks interesting.
Well,
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
I don't know, do we? Maybe we do. Maybe this is accidentally the you kill us every time run.
I accidentally put a smudge on my glasses.
Oopsie.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
She's not supposed to be a wraith? Well, too bad, she is.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Well, she has a much prettier tiara this time.
Yeah, I like this look.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
I love that.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver.
I think he's just gonna keep repeating that.
Yeah, I think so. I thought it was gonna just slowly fade out, but then it didn't.
Yeah.
When I thought it was going to finish, I was going to say pancreas, but then he kept going.
Yeah. Oh, my smudge is still there.
Gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
Okay. I thought we were dead.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? How dare you breathe? What?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Oh?
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Heart, liver.
Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver.
Interesting. Our one of our consciousnesses is just going to focus on making our body function.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Interesting.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
I love her little pose right now. It's cute.
God, I just like this look. In all honesty, it's gorgeous.
It was I was just like, Halloween. Just do that on our scooter. Look very creepy.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
Because she just wants, I guess,
point.
She just wants to watch us slowly shrivel up and die, I guess.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
She like plucked us out of the water like a fish, and now she's just having fun watching us flail on the floor.
Yeah.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Let's talk.
Well, so why don't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me?
Liver,
What happened
after you killed me last time?
That's a good question. I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. I don't think we're in a position to ask that, or say that, or, you know. You're a lunatic.
There's that one.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation? I mean, that's a fun one.
That is also a good option.
How about I kill you instead? That's not gonna happen. We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. Friends, even. That's a fun one.
Okay, there's 3.
And then options for things that we're not doing yet. Wait. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst and just stay here. That's kind of funny.
Remain with your nightmare.
Yeah, basically. So... last time, I guess, first?
Yeah, let's ask about last time.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Interesting. So yeah, she's tied to us.
I don't think I can live without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Liver,
nerves, heart.
No, go back up.
And if I let you out... oh, wait, what do you mean, this one?
That one.
Oh, if you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? You know, why didn't you try being nice to me? I thought I skimmed it and thought it was the same from before.
No, no, it's not. It's different. I like that
That's a good one. Should we do that one?
Yeah.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
No, but you killed us last time.
You died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
And then I'm thinking the friends one, because I don't know how much longer we're going to stay alive.
Let's try and do the friends thing.
We don't have to be enemies. We can be friends.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
That's a weird noise in my ear.
Yeah, it is. Okay, there's the other one that we like.
And if I let you out, what happens? Do we go our separate ways? No.
If you want to work together, can you turn off the organ shutting down business?
Can you make me stop dying?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Helpful.
Okay. Shall we leave together? Let's get out of here.
Well, leave together, which one we want? You'll win, or let's just go.
Let's just go. Let's get out of here together.
Sure.
What? No!
Come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving. And, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
True.
Yeah.
But also, so that kind of does just show off that the narrator does have, control somewhat over
he
things.
He sure does.
Shit. Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
I like paranoia, even though he's,
Yeah. He's helpful. He's helpful.
He's
at
very
least.
Helpful.
Well, I mean, because
keeping us alive.
Just like the Hunted said, it's being fearful of things is a great way to stay alive.
He's gonna
Of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
I mean, just keep in mind, Mr. Sir, as soon as we die, she'll probably go back to how it was. So.
She's gonna be captured by the hands.
She's cute.
princess glides
She is
up the
cute.
stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the
She's
perfect
incorporeal. You can't stab an incorporeal being.
Right, she's a fucking ghost right now.
opportunity. But we don't. We've already made our choice. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. We can still grab it on the way out.
No.
You know.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right.
Well, up we go.
Step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate
Ow.
your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality.
Well, but we can still feel
that
it.
would
That
be
means we're not
painful.
dead yet.
Is this
God, I hate
really
pins and needles
worth
feeling.
it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe. We'll see.
At least it's a choice.
It is.
That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Well, I've already
still
killed her
a
and
choice.
it did nothing for us when we killed her, so
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
Unless I
I'm
wanted to
trying my
jump over
best.
the edge, yeah.
unless I kill myself and then you get to deal with it.
Yeah.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there.
Okay.
Huh.
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door.
Doop, doop.
The
Ugh,
bed twists
gross.
back in your direction.
There wasn't a door before, though.
watching you with dead
That's true.
eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
You know, I mean, in this particular moment, it does feel kind of tormented pettish, but
Yeah, but it's fine.
There's no harm in us having a weapon. What it does is give us more
Paranoia!
options, and
Paranoia!
dangerously low on those right now.
Paranoia.
Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive. Heart. Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin.
oh, the hero's bad at this.
No.
Yeah.
You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Yes,
I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I?
you do.
Yes, you do.
Lungs, liver, nerves,
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't.
I mean, it's not like I am intentionally doing it, madam.
No, not doing it intentionally.
But also maybe paranoia, if you can make it to where my nerves stop working so it doesn't feel like I'm walking on pins and needles this whole time, that'd be great. I'd rather just be a
No,
numb
it's
mess.
important.
Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again.
Well,
Guess we're not stabbing her in the back.
no.
Nope.
But we weren't planning on it anyway, so it's okay.
No, we
Guess
weren't.
not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter. I'd rather not be sober.
And now
Okay.
you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
I guess. Alright, step into the world, quote unquote.
The doorknob twists in your hand.
A world of terror.
world-
Let your terrors loose upon the world.
Path beyond the
Oh
cabin.
boy. What's the
I mean, I
percentage
feel
on
like
that
this
one?
is a concerning version of her to let loose into the world, though, since she's like the embodiment of fear. I don't know.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
With me by your side, hopefully. with the constant reminder of heart, liver, lungs, nerves in my background.
But it's so cold, too.
What was that thing called again?
Against my
What?
skin.
What's
What was
called?
the achievement called?
I don't remember. Let me see. Shift tab. A World of Terror.
19%.
24.7. It says for
Oh, it must have updated since I opened this kit page.
potentially.
It says
'Cause,
19.1 for me for world stats.
I mean, I can only imagine that one's going to be a bit behind. Interesting. The lowest one we have at the moment is 21% of people have lured the enemy into the open field. Oh, she's cold.
The lowest one on here? The lowest one on here is 2.6%.
We're not looking at that just yet.
No.
The princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground. Maybe she can't survive outside of the cabin. Maybe this will make it to where she doesn't want to leave as much.
Why is it so cold?
I don't know. Why is it? Oh, and the hands are grabbing
that's
her.
what I thought.
Yep, she's not allowed to. The world won't let her.
Yeah.
You don't get the chance to respond normally ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Well, it's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
I like the second option because it's relaxing.
Yeah, I mean, Sing is the first one saying, it's the end for you. You'll be dead. Yeah, I think this
But
one.
it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Kind of.
It's because it is.
And not in a good way.
Thank you, Paranoia, for keeping us alive.
You know, just long enough to get her out of the house. It's not the end. Whatever is going on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. This one?
Yeah, do the last one, yeah.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you?
Understandable. Approach the mirror. Silences reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. It's me again. Oh wait, no, the bloat. You've grown. Oh. I got a different achievement this time. I mean, it's... Wait, what if these are like weird spider legs? You
I don't
know?
know.
Because it's so hard to see, but it almost looks like really furry legs. With our weird
I think their legs.
arms.
Regardless.
But why would we have our legs all the way up here? It didn't say that we bent down or anything.
Yeah, that's. I don't know.
I think we're a weird spider reptile bird thing. And I'm very ooey gooey.
So we are technically at the halfway point according to these ones.
Let me see if I look at my achievements, we have earned 7 of 97 achievements.
I know, I'm saying because there's like 6 that, it's either 6 or 8. I'm not sure.
6 or 8 and what?
That are like actual game ones, not like certain choices.
I don't know what you're telling me.
The achievements, you know, like
Yeah.
how sometimes in games you get achievements for like ending a chapter.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yes.
saying there's 8 of those. We just passed 3.
Okay. Well, anywho, we've grown.
Yeah, but
You find yourself
Think
in
we
the
should
long
call it
quiet
here?
once again.
After this?
We can. It's been 3.5 hours, as we have expected that to be close to the halfway point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's proceed to the cabin and see what it's like, where exactly it's taking us, see if we have a better stopping spot.
Yeah. Just when we go to the next
Yes.
restart is when we should end it.
She's a little bit more wraithy this time.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the cabin. We shall approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
I gave you a whole new ghostly personality. Or should I say perspective?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I guess. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? Do you want to start with that one, or do we want to...
Yep. Let's start with that one.
I don't think that these have been changing when we asked. When
Not
we're here,
really.
at least.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
It's the ship of Theseus.
Fuck. You can't escape it.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
Okay.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you'll do? You know that at the end of this, once you've finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've ever met. Thank you. Interesting. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Attack, destroy, myself, or go back?
Just go to the top.
Oh, goodness. Just that
Let's
one?
just listen to all of them, yeah.
Goodness gravy.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Okay.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed,
Suppose that makes sense.
but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Seems harmless.
I think I get it. So, I'm still going off of the purgatory theory here.
Sure.
But I think we're collecting the parts of our souls
Okay.
that have fractured in purgatory,
Sure.
so we can, be together and happy at the end.
Sure. Be more whole, you mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I don't know that I'm going to kill you at the end of this, so...
Yeah, just
Ask about the
skip
wall.
the ones that don't fit, yeah.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those
Okay,
that are
so
yet untread.
a full playthrough will show you every path.
And that just means that we can't accidentally go down the same path because every click will go somewhere different.
Okay, cool.
Which just means that if you want to go back down a path you've already done, you're gonna have to reset the game.
Yeah.
Which is fine, though, because I don't need to necessarily go down the very same specific path we've done before.
Yeah.
We'll see. Do we want to ask why they've been kind or something? I don't...
Let's do why instead of thank you.
Yeah, I still think it's interesting that this is even an option, because I'm like, I don't even know who we've met. What do you mean?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
True. Do you have any thoughts on me, basically?
Well, look up one that changed. It got rid of the repeat.
Oh, true. Do you want to,
Yeah.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
My monitor's trying to turn off. Okay, there
True.
we go.
I guess?
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I feel like that's an interesting question and answer for... So what do you want for Christmas? And they're like, no, I can't tell you what I want for Christmas. You need to figure it out. Any thoughts?
Yeah.
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt.
You see?
She will make for a tender heart.
So the Wraith version really was just the I'm gonna leave you down here and we'll get to know each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change and grow? Or... Yeah, I think all the other ones are the same, so...
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I feel like that sentence is a thing that happens a lot when someone asks you about a question. You're like, I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't done such a thing yet. I wouldn't know.
But every word that, every time she's answered a question, it's definitely pointing more and more towards rebuilding a hole in purgatory.
I mean, what if we're just trying to throw out other options? What if, as I think that you may have said earlier, that we are the princess, and it's not that we are, we are the hero, we are the whatever. It's more of just we created an alternate being to then try to help get ourselves back together.
And it makes me think, since when we look in the mirror, all we see is like that monster, right?
The weird self, yeah. The weird vessel.
So, in Baldur's Gate, there's this origin you can start called the Dark Urge. Basically, it's a much darker version of the game's storyline because your character, like, kills people off screen, and has no memory of doing it when it happens.
Yeah.
But if you give into like the murder aspect of it, you get the ability to transform into this giant, very, very visceral looking monster.
Interesting.
So it makes me think of that. Especially if we're thinking that we are also the princess.
Yeah.
Like they coexist very nicely.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't want to hurt you. Yeah.
I mean, but one of our go-throughs is going to be, I'm going to kill you every single time.
Yeah.
I just noticed
Well,
the,
isn't
like,
that what, isn't that what
undrawn
our
hand.
first try was?
No, because we didn't. There was a couple of times where it said slay the princess, but we decided to go through the options, and so it just said attack the princess instead. So if we're going for a murder route, we just click slay the princess. And murder route could also just be the step toward the cabin, step down the stairs. We don't do any other dialogue options.
Yeah.
We're just a murderer at that point.
Okay.
Oh, but did you see the interestingly undrawn hand? Like drawn but not there hand?
No.
On her right arm.
Oh, wait, yeah.
There's a drawn but not there arm,
There is.
which is interesting because I don't see any other.
Just a hand within the folds. It's very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, basically. I wonder if that has deeper meaning. But then which one was that one? That was
Is that one?
this one? Yeah, okay.
But I fear, but the worse I fear things will be.
Mm-hmm.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Gotcha.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
So what you're saying is, in order to have a more full-bodied experience, you need me to kill
I
you a
would
couple
be
times.
alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
True. I mean, I tried going the we love each other route, but I accidentally just made you a wraith instead. Let's see.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
I mean, how many versions of her has there been so far? We did the wraith and the big person.
The wraith and the demon.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Doesn't she almost sound like an AI, where she's like, tell me how to be a better AI?
I think it's intentional to like not have a sense of humanity with it, because she's not whole.
Right.
I'm ready to go back.
Interesting, I guess.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay. You and your weird undead body, currently.
We will meet again.
Jesus Christ. The shattering of my soul startles me every time.
Yeah. I think it's the shattering of the mirror.
A terrifying vessel. Bring the nightmare
Bring the
to
nightmare
her.
to her.
In the woods.
Okay,
At
we
the end
should
of that path,
save and call it here.
Yes. Well. Is there Oh, look at all these autos.
Oh, nice.
With her writhing mess in the background. Interesting. Interesting. Well, so next time, but also I was gonna say, I imagine the brute must have gone this way the whole time, since it's like that again.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe you were thinking of a different scene.
Maybe.
But so next time we will do the kill her every single time method and something else. What do we... Because the first version leads to how the second goes. So what do we want the first version? Because I imagine we don't want to just be guns a-blazing.
When we get there. I really have to pee, so...
Oh, okay. Well, since we have saved and all that, then we will be back on, I don't know, maybe we'll finish it on Thursday, just cause. Or are you busy on Thursday?
I'm busy on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Then maybe
so
next
I'll
week,
have
Tuesday?
To wait for Halloween.
Oh, or yeah, Halloween. What day was Halloween again?
Tuesday.
Oh, okay, so next week, Tuesday then.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Normal streaming day, that works.
Normal streaming day, yep.
And then probably same time frame from 2 to now, 2 to 6 at this point. It's 4 hours later.
Yeah.
And then mayhaps it will actually be commenced, be finished at that point.
Yeah.
But we, assuming that my guesstimate was correct in the 4 hours getting us halfway and 8 hours being the whole thing, then we should be good by next time.
Yeah, hopefully.
But otherwise, I mean, it'll also be easier because they said they were getting rid of the choices we've already done, so we'll have less options to siphon through.
Yeah.
But yeah,
anyway.
so, yeah, I don't know if I'll be streaming on Thursday or not, but we'll see, but we'll definitely be doing it Tuesday, next week. So if y'all are interested in watching more potentially long-winded Slay the Princess, next up we have Murder Her with, probably no speaking if possible. Also, we still need to do the Runaway at every option and the Kill Ourselves at every option. That was bright.
Yeah.
But so we still have those 3 options, and there's probably still some 4th one that maybe the 4th one's actually the She Loves You option. Whatever that happens to be.
We also haven't just taken her out of the cabin.
I mean, we tried, and then she turned into a bunch of arms.
No, I mean from the get-go.
Oh, well, I mean, that can be a part of the nice one. We just have to figure out which order we want to do it in to see what type of voices we want in our head for the second one.
Yeah.
But anywho, we'll see you guys, next week, probably. So, bye!